Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video will be different. In my previous video where I show how to play the Google Flight algorithm, at the end I comment that rental car companies can screw you over. And today I'm going to share how a car rental company screwed me over. I'm not going to say the location, but I am going to say the company, since from what I saw, I'm not the only one this has happened to. I will talk about Enterprise. I have been using Enterprise for several years now. I like the way they work. It's something I can't deny. And although they are one of the most expensive companies when we talk about prices, I think the process they use when they rent you a car is the best in my opinion. Additionally, by using them for so many years, I have collected many points with the loyalty program. The fact that they give you discounts, the fact that they let you update the vehicle for free, depending on where you are in the loyalty program, catches my attention. But one day, everything changed. I used the Enterprise as usual for a trip I did. They gave me an SUV, I took it, and I went to the place that I booked since I was tired. The next day I got up to start my adventure in my destination. That day was an excellent day. When night comes, I stop at a gas station to buy some snacks so I can continue my journey. As I leave the gas station, I stop at an intersection. When I accelerate, I feel that the car was not turning, and I hear a strange noise. I stop quickly because the car was not responding. When I got off, apparently the front end of the car broke or came off. I don't know, I'm not a mechanic. I instantly call Enterprise, they pick me and the car up. I arrive at the place and with kindness asked me if I want another car. I took it. It's my second day, my first day in the destination I was at. I need a car to move around. Well, I took another vehicle they gave me and I went back to the place where I was staying. I really didn't want to do anything. That experience was an experience that made me think a lot. What would have happened if I was on the highway and that piece had come off at high speed? What would have happened if it had been in different circumstances? I really didn't feel comfortable anymore. When I woke up the next day, I don't feel well. That unknown made me paranoid, and I just returned home. I didn't want to be there anymore. Days go by and I receive a call from Enterprise telling me that I have to pay for the damage to the SUV. I was surprised because at the end of the day, I was only with the car for practically one day. There was no way I could have done anything to cause the damage. I told them that I did not believe that the damage to the car had been caused by me. It just didn't make sense. Well, they told me that they would investigate and that they would give me an answer to what came out of the investigation. Time go by and they don't send me anything, and I receive a call charging me for the damages. It was around $1,800, money that I didn't have at the time. I mentioned to the person who called me that I was waiting for an investigation they were doing because I didn't believe that the broken part was my fault. And they gave me a phone number. I called the number and they told me that there was no investigation. I keep insisting, and they told me I'll contact you later, something that did not happen. The collection letters began to arrive, one after another. I tried to call the numbers that previously called me and no one answered. I tried to send emails and no one answered me. And the threats began. I had no choice but to pay that money. Nobody answered me. Nobody gave me a follow-up on the investigation. Nothing. I still think it was lack of maintenance. Even within the searches that I did, it turned out that this SUV had a recall for exactly what I think was broken in the SUV that I rented. And no one from Enterprise told me anything. The question is, what would happen if I had a worse accident, where I might have ended up in the hospital or even died? Nobody will know. But thank God it didn't happen. But this situation made me understand that Enterprise simply scammed me, and I couldn't do anything to avoid it. That's why I always tell you, buy the insurance that the company offers. Because if this happens to you, you don't have to worry about anything. Do you know that if the car you rent is stolen, something that you have no control over, you are responsible for the cost of that vehicle? Or at least that's what they've always tell me. So, if you rent a car with Enterprise or any car rental company, always play it safe. I know it's an additional $20 a day for insurance, but maybe you are saving yourself from paying thousands of dollars for something in which you have nothing to do. In the end, I'm still using Enterprise. Like I said, I think it's a good company, but in the end, they are not your friends. And now I always go insured, so that the relationship I have with them is not damaged. It's like a millionaire dating someone young. I married Enterprise with capitulation, so if this happens again, I'm safe. And here is this video. If you like me, give it a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and comment if this has happened to you or someone you know. And as always, see you next time.